No, there'd be no grounds for raiding the owner. Might be grounds for seeking financial records to see if there's a transfer of funds. But it'd be very limited in scope, like 24 hours at a max, just to see if there's been any financial activity. We need coilovers. Yeah, I don't think a situation like this has played out before, so I'm very curious to know how it will. No one's looking. I'm gonna put this back. I forgot we found one thing of food randomly. Um, no response from a judge yet. Hmm.
It literally just got auctioned.
We trying to get some good tea on this Astron.
It's also rough because, like, how do you prevent that? You know?
So when I spoke with
We
Rainer,
we
I
just seize
was well, yeah, but that doesn't really fall under like prevention. Um, when I spoke with Rainer, he had mentioned that people who should have otherwise been not eligible to bid were still bidding and driving up prices of things that they weren't eligible to bid on because they were
Yeah.
felons.
Yeah.
And the only way to prevent that is to um, either do a blind auction like what was done before, or just prevent people physically from entering if they're a felon.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't think they would have done that because I'm pretty sure felons could bid on properties, so that's probably why they were there.
Well, they bid on the first property today because of the different type of seizure. So the one that was seized for the daytime auction was a business that was seized for a tax reason. Not necessarily, or no, I think it was seized because the person died who owned it. The nighttime auction, the property was seized because it was involved in criminal offenses. They were running a massive marijuana operation in it, and it was seized for criminal reasons. So it falls under the reasons for the VAF stuff, like the VAF rules and all that. Like you
How
can't.
how expensive did that property go for?
2.2.
Oh my god, what property was it?
Do you know where Barrack's house is?
In Polito?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Wait,
house.
don't y'all live there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right across the street on the other side of what is it, DeLewis? Yeah, on the other side of the street from DeLewis, that big house that has like the tarps and shit all over it. It was that one.
And who bought it?
Jaina, Magistrate Jaina.
Okay.
It's fucking huge inside. It's literally just a giant fucking box.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting to find out once, if judges provide us with, who purchased the vehicle.
There's no judges around right now, right?
No. We've reached out and haven't gotten a response. They also, so this stemmed from a jewelry store. They dumped the watches in the glove box, and then Ocean dumped the car after shooting me. Listen, we petty enough to go and make sure that car got out of the water, and
Oh, 100%.
yeah.
Well, I mean, put it this way too. With what happened, right? We can get a phone and bank subpoena on both the individual, the buyer, and the new owner. 100% easy. It's literally the PC's already there.
Yeah. I mean, all we would need is a 3 or 4 hour window.
I mean, we'll get it one day just because
It'll make it easy. Yeah.
But yeah, it makes life easier. Because then they can coordinate if we can get information. I mean, hell, honestly, we can get it even for phone information for about a week, because we can see if there's any information of them co-conspirating ahead of time before the auction goes live. Bank records for the day.
Here's the
phone
crazy
records for the
thing.
week.
We would not have even like really second guessed it if like the only reason I mean it was brought up, but like it was more the fact that both of these individuals were part of Cyprus, the prior owner and the current owner.
That's funny.
Both felons.
Jesus Christ.
Alice was like, how come this why do all the VAFs say rejected? Because there was 4 of them. One of them was rejected by Ventura, probably because either procedurally something was fucked up or something wasn't filled out properly. Like the reason is listed as blank in the thing. So that one obviously makes it invalid. And then the next 3 were all rejected by the judge today. So. And then I call
So
Rainer.
the funny part is if
he,
that's a regular clean person for them and they're holding properties, they just fucking doom themselves.
not only that, did I tell you what Rainer told me? I may have.
No.
Okay, so in all the prior VAFs, the registered owner is listed as Zeke, also known as Apple.
Mm-hmm.
He said, because he was present for the whole thing, he said, I don't know their name. All I know is that he had white hair and a fuckboy haircut parted down the middle. And look at Zeke's profile.
Yeah, let's say that, Zeke.
But he also said Zeke was not the one. From my understanding, the procedure was to go to like Davis or the marshal's office or whatever. He said he was not the one who was there, but he was the one bidding.
There are a lot of like guys that fit the description, to be honest.
I mean, true, but what are the odds?
Yeah.
You know, it's still Cyprus
I mean,
affiliated and
realistically,
whatnot.
it could have literally been anyone, but it doesn't really matter though. Like, as long as it's like,
We just need to figure out either one, it was sold to a felon, and ideally, from my understanding, that's not intended to happen, or 2, it was sold to a clean person, then transferred to a felon, and that would very easily fall under, you know, like a proxy buyer or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be fraud, no?
Yeah, it's 100% fraud. But it's also because it's literally legislation. There are other fines that they can get a heavy fine for doing that.
Yeah, it's
What's
judge's
the-
discretion.
Not really a limit on
Oh,
it.
is there an auction legislation?
It's under
Yeah,
VAFs.
if you just search for VAF in legislation, it's the one thing
Oh,
that'll
yeah.
pop up, and it's in the auction process.
No one may participate in the auction who bears a felony on their record.
Ooh.
Anyone found to be serving as a surrogate auction participant or string purchaser will be prosecuted criminally, and the auction will be reversed. It will be subject to penalties that include, but are not limited to, fines equal to or higher than the vehicle's worth, jail time, and any additional penalties that a judge or justice finds appropriate. So it's literally judge's discretion.
Yeah, it's literally a judge discretion where they
And
can just absolutely fuck you.
with such an egregious example, where within, I mean, when did the report go up for this situation? Jewelry store robbery.
Like an hour ago.
3:35. So about an hour and a half ago?
4:33. Yeah, an hour and a half ago. So within an
Literally.
hour and a half of the start of the auction, it's already been VAF'd. That is probably
That
such an
is-
egregious example that would result in them like being like, nah, no, ain't
They're
happening.
gonna make an example out of that guy.
Now, you know what's interesting? This Tony Dumas, dumbass, if you ask me, had no record prior to this.
I'm seeing that more and more. Oh, who fucked up? Who fucked up?
They didn't have a hostage in the jewelry store,
Oh.
What happened?
and they were a pickup, and they were already in custody prior to the shooting. So, I'm assuming that's why they didn't cop a violent felony charge.
Well, weren't they in a shootout?
No. So they were a pickup. Okay, 2 Astrons leaving jewelry store, no hostage, chasing both. One gets disabled.
Yeah.
They're running on foot. This person shows up in their Cinque Mila or whatever. They pick up the other individuals. They try to flee. They get boxed within a minute of getting into that vehicle. They all run out on foot. This dude is swimming for a long ass time. He eventually gets caught. I'm pursuing one of the other Astrons. They eventually shoot me. Then it leads to them ocean dumping the Astron, getting to an Ardent, going to the pier, shooting. They pulled out a Class 2. Once officers were pushing with Class 1s, and then they all went down. So that guy was literally in custody before a shot was ever fired, essentially. So he doesn't actually have a violent felony. Yes. That's the crazy part. So could it have been him? Possibly. 17156.
Well, in that case, his profile is wrong because it says DNA needs to be taken when in custody next.
I don't know why.
Wait, isn't robbery of low? Wait, is that what you mean? Is that you were talking about robbery of low security didn't count as a violent felony because they didn't have?
There was no
So,
hostage. So
Yeah,
it's essentially a
so
property crime, right?
the way we handle robberies is like if they don't have a hostage and they're not, guilty of kidnapping or accomplice to kidnapping, that's like the actual violent part. So if they don't have that, they don't get charged with
We've
the
had-
violent felonies, so they don't get their
Yeah.
DNA taken.
We've had VAFs reversed on the basis that we did not get the hostages statement indicating specifically that they were kidnapped. Because the kidnapping is the only violent portion of the robbery.
I mean, to me, I feel like if they're robbing a place with guns out, I feel like to me that's pretty violent. I feel
I
like
agree.
that should count, but
I agree.
that is what it is right now.
It,
If you
it,
can't prove that they were there with their guns, that's the part about it.
Well,
They-
we should
they
be able
caught 'em
to
as
if
they-
we.
well, the
Oh,
thing,
'cause they were
no,
leaving.
no
Yeah.
person with more than a single brain cell is gonna have their gun out in a robbery with no hostage, because then they're just not gonna be let out.
That's also true.
Oh, another one of his vehicles got captured during this.
Who?
Was it this? The Dumas guy?
It was the Cinque Mila, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one that bought this car.
Really?
Wait, you're joking.
Because I remember he bought a car at the auction. I'm pretty sure because I remember this guy because I remember looking up 3244 and going, oh, this guy. He looks very.
This is
There's
gonna
no
be such a
way.
clear-cut fucking case when within an hour and a half this bitch is getting arrested alongside the other dude. Holy
This guy's actually
fuck.
gonna get his entire bank record like absolutely torn apart.
I like this.
Craig, can you grind the spiders for me, darling? Because I don't feel like doing all that.
I'm not supposed to
crazy.
anymore. We're in a redirect right now with the marshals. That it's
You're
I can
not
assist, but
allowed
I
to?
can't run.
Oh,
I mean I can, but it's
I'm
we're
not
trying
doing
not
it.
to because of
I'm not doing it. Somebody else volunteer.
It should be pretty easy, no?
Or it's been
literally
voluntold.
arrested. He was literally arrested with. Oh yeah, he was here. Okay, so yeah, this is easy peasy. He's gonna get his fucking record. I've already torn them apart once before. They are so easy to chain subpoena.
I like chain subpoenas.
Oh, see, I don't want to do
So you
chain
volunteer.
subpoena.
I like that,
Oh.
Rhodes. I like when you volunteer.
390 10 8.
Yes, Rhodes. Yeah. Oh, he's leaving. Oh, he's fleeing the scene. He's fleeing the scene.
I'm busy that day, y'all. Yeah, literally all we need is the judge just to confirm who purchased. Bam.
Yeah, I'm 99% certain it was this guy, which is gonna be funny as fuck.
Were you there from the very start?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
from the start of the thing, kind of. I was kind of somewhat paying attention. Hold on, I gotta answer this one. Hey. Yes.
Are additionals
I'm
required?
Row right now. If you're able to swing back, I have the cash and everything on me.
It's a Yuga classic. We don't really need
yeah,
additional.
no.
It's a C boost.
It's
But
I
there
mean,
was an
if you
Astron,
really
that was
wanted
pursuing
to
the
like
vehicle. I don't think they're gonna show up later.
mess
It was
them
black
up,
with the
right?
red
Because
stripe
they
down the
bought these
middle.
cars and they sold them to, like, let's say a gang, right? If we just waited, could we not like raid and search the cars to like make
Actually,
sure there's no criminal stuff in
I
the
think I might
cars?
stop bullying these
I
guys and
think
go to
he
that
bought
alley.
2 cars at auction,
Mm.
which would reverse both of them. Oh, this would be funny. This is gonna be funny as fuck.
You thought about being right to the A as well. I'm
Imagine if he
sticking
bought the
with VR.
property. I would love if he had bought the property and I just go down there and re-seize it. Just immediately lock that thing down. Like, I would 100% be locking it down right away
Oh yeah.
and re-seizing it. It would be the funniest fucking thing.
No. That's not the smart play. The smart play is to give them 29 days to settle the fuck in. Mm-hmm.
Secure it, seize it.
Yep. Then, at that point, you swoop in and you take it all back. I'm sorry, I'm a bad person.
You're not wrong. No,
We can
you're
go
not
to Channel
wrong.
2
That's
for the
very
A-base.
true. Just let them do more crimes so they can stack it up.
We thought about being just
I need
like
more paperwork, people. So the marshals, because we're so small again, we're trying to hyper focus on government corruption investigations because we have a crap ton of them right now. And there's only 3 active marshals, so that's why we're not dealing with like criminal investigations on civilians right now. But dear God, the amount of info that I've dug up over the last 2 weeks, justices were asking why aren't police raiding more houses, because the info is there, because they've seen all the info I've been digging out.
Oh, we
You
raid
saw
houses.
my
Don't worry about
You
that.
saw my giant spreadsheet, right, Rhodes?
I have not. I don't think.
The-
I'm uncertain.
Because I pulled all the tax data for Los Angeles County and Blaine County from December, January, and February, and unfucked all the spreadsheets because they're horrible, and you could glean a lot of data from them.
Huh. See, the issue is I'll get too like I'll stay glued to the fucking spreadsheet, which is
Yeah.
kind of problematic.
Well, that's the fun part. What do you mean?
Now I need to go out there and do my job and not get shot within the first 25 minutes of my shift.
But this is your job, and then you get to go raid stuff, and then get a bunch of shit out of people's houses, and it's funny. Here, glean some fun out of these.
Oh, yeah, your tires.
Thank you. This is all FOIA information, so literally you can, like, anyone can have it. It's not like it's restricted classified info. Let me get your money real quick. It's in my car.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, 3 of us in this.
Oh, one of the.
I'm not
Ooh,
sure
I like
which
this.
contractor is it? Let me clear the thing real quick.
Davenport wanted something.
There's so much info in that, isn't there?
That.
There's two
Yeah, there's
spreadsheets
a
there.
lot.
The two spreadsheets are funny. One of them is just literally all the property related information, who owns what, where, when they paid their bills. One of the things we found that we're probably going to try and stick onto somebody, there are 29 properties that have never paid utility bills.
How? That doesn't sound right because you have to. Otherwise, it goes up for auction,
No.
right? Doesn't it get seized?
Nope. There's two different taxes. There's your property taxes and your utility bills. And your house only gets seized if you don't pay your taxes. So people
I
are paying their
do
taxes, but they're not paying their
know-
utility bills.
So I do know that there was at some point, this was months ago, so fair game now, there was a period of time in which there was an issue with utility bills being assessed to the wrong people. It was like something to the extent of so I don't know how far back these go, but the issue was if the original owner of a property transferred the property to somebody else, it was the original owner still being assessed the utility related stuff. That did eventually get resolved. I don't know exactly when. It was quite some time ago, though, so not recent.
Yeah.
But I do know that
So
was an issue. But so there should be stuff for.
The property spreadsheet is for 90 days. It's all of December, all of January, and all of February.
Oh yeah, all of that was
And-
well done.
Yeah. Yeah, the 28 properties that were identified. I mean, there were 33 in total, but then some of them were like, oh, this is the event warehouse. It doesn't have them, and things like that. But 29 of them have paid their taxes 3 months in a row, but they haven't paid their utility bills 3 months in a row. And one of them, we went out there, and it's pulling at least like 1,000 power watts out of it, which is a lot.
Oh, spill the tea. Who own it?
I have to go back because there's some notes in another spreadsheet that I have, but it's like there was two houses on the same transformer, and one of them was pulling 1,000 and one of them was pulling 1,200. So it's at least pulling 1,000 watts.
Okay. Another potential issue. I don't know if still present, but I do know that in Polito, do you know the duplexes? I do recall there was only one circuit breaker for both properties. And
that's funny.
And whoever was on the side that had it had power and the other side did not, because there was only one. So I don't know if any of them fall under that category, but definitely
No, one of them was a Roy Lowenstein house. Just a regular old single family house. And we went to the side of the house and asked looked at the transformer to see where it tapped into, or asked the electrical box to see which transformer it tapped into, and we traced it over, and it had two houses on the same transformer, but both of them were pulling major power.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, at least, keep it in mind in the event where you are looking at Polito. I don't know if that has been resolved. I do definitely know that that was an issue.
I get you.
I want to say those duplexes are exclusively in Polito. I'm not certain if they're anywhere else.
See, the fun ones, Roads, are the ones where you compare the property spreadsheet to the tax spreadsheet, and you search for the homeowner on the property spreadsheet, and then put it in the tax spreadsheet to see if there's any returns on it. Hold on, I gotta clear that tab. I was searching for somebody earlier, so the third tab is filtered right now.
Okay, so Procopio Drive 11 has stuff. And then 12. I mean, I do see utility stuff for 12 and 11, and I believe those are the same house. So it is possible that that has also been resolved.
Possible.
There was a couple duplexes though. 13.
Yeah, now I know
and
one of the
14.
duplexes on the very far west end were just purchased. So they're not even in this one. But they got purchased by Arcadia and Falconer.
It'd be funny to know if it was one of those properties that actually had the problem. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, Rhodes. I was depressing myself by going and searching for the homeowners on the tax spreadsheet, and literally for the entire month, the only thing they paid for was their property bills. No fuel, no clothing, no gas stations, no 24/7s, no paychecks picked up, no nothing. They didn't pay for a single thing except for their bill in about a 20-second period.
So each property should have, during this time frame, should have, under ideal circumstances, 3 transactions, right? Or is there a slight overlap where if they were delayed 1 month, there'd only be 2?
What do you mean by 3 transactions? Every month they should have 2. So
yeah, but if they
that's 3 months,
pay,
they should have 6.
if they pay, let's say it's every 30 days. If they paid 29 days late on that, or even 31 days late for whatever reason, then they would only have within this 90-day time frame 2 transactions, right? Or a property, because it's not uncommon going through here to only see 2 payments for utilities.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes some people miss it a month, but it's missing 3 months in a row where it gets me.
Yeah.
So the very last tab in that one, the one that's just pivot table 1, is where I was trying to run the data for it, where it's checking all the transactions. It's going, okay, for this address, what transactions types did it have? So the ones that say count unique 1, they only had 1 type of transaction for that property, and it's either utility or property tax. And then the one that says 2s below that, they paid both.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, you can hit the little plus sign and see which one it was that they paid, if it's property or utility. Because see, like this property, this Covenant Avenue one that's owned by Nino, they only ever paid property taxes on it.
Very interesting, I will say that. Okay, I'm going out there because I'm gonna lose my mind standing still.
Okay. I need to get the coquette that they want to make a shared coquette, and I need to fix it. Lucas is running around. I think it's Lucas's.
Do you want me to call Lucas over? Where Lucas at? Oh, there he is.
Right there.
Lucas! Your coquette is required.
Yes,
Alice, I'm getting out there.
Yes.
I need a drill.
Oh, I have one.
Oh, yeah, that's
And it's not even mine.
Oh.
It's Matt Martin's, but I've documented the serial in the event where it's stolen, so literally nothing changes.
Well, that makes it funnier if it is stolen.
Well, I want everybody to know it's Matt Martin's, and I, Matt Rhodes, state ID 1303, took it, so I didn't have to waste money, and I documented it in the event where it was stolen.
Gotcha. I definitely won't allow this to get stolen. 100%.
Can you just confirm that the serial ends in
protected.
FDA?
It does.
Okay, perfect. I got it documented. If something happens, let me know.
All right.
390-10-8. We need coilovers. I keep forgetting. To the parts graveyard. Clear GPS. Lag on the south side right now is no bueno. Oh. Actually, so much shit here. I only see stage 2. Okay. I'm actually gonna clean this up because this is just a lot. Just random shit on the ground.
Radio check.
10-2.
Is there a 10 unit?
Affirm.
Can you check somebody is at the MRPD lobby? Can you help with them, please, Anators? Thank you, darling.
Video check.
And 2.
10 check.
We have this A pursuit on channel 2. Perry wanted me to relay that Coop Torres is driving the boost, and he thinks that they're gonna swap into his jogger at some point. Just so you guys are like, just so someone is ready. If you guys want to pursue the jogger, and we come to channel 1 when that happens.
I'm gonna be honest, darling. I don't think nobody wants to chase that jogger.
Yeah, I told Perry the same thing, but I just, you know, he asked me to come to channel 1 and see. So I'm just letting you guys know. Transition back to channel 2.
I affirm. Are there any 10 units that have any food? Do they know if somebody's open at the food court?
There's, I think, a little bit more food in the northern kitchenette.
Thank you, darling.
Hmm.
317 tonight.
Anators, can you call me, darling?
I call you? Yes.
Yes, please.
Do, do, do. there's no parts up there. What happens is when all the dumpsters are full, people end up tossing everything on the ground. So if we keep the dumpsters open, it won't be as much of a problem. Doop, doop, doop. Clear. Clear.
Fetch 207 at a 1080 with a black and color, I believe 4-door. It's fleeing from a traffic stop.
390 will be en route shortly.
297, left west, Vespucci, passing red garage. Left southbound Calais. Crosslands and Circus continuing southbound Calais. Heavy slow left east, Adams Apple Boulevard.
This car's nothing special.
I think it's a Sentinel. We're northbound Alta.
Where did I
Slowing
see a
left,
bunch of
westbound
parts
Vespucci.
before?
We've done the circle around Alta 3 times. Right, northbound, peaceful.
I must have picked them up right when they stole it because it was not flagged 1016 till now.
Right, eastbound, upper San Andreas up toward Upper Power. Right, southbound, Power, transition.
Yeah, I've seen a fair bit of these get used.
Continuing southbound Power, slowing again, left, eastbound, Adams Apple Boulevard. This guy is
Let me
not
see
confident in operating this
something.
vehicle. Left, northbound Elgin.
A joint.
Continuing northbound Elgin, passing pillbox.
We were in the pursuit
Left,
when I
westbound,
saw a
merging onto
bunch
Del
of shit,
Perro.
and I'm trying to remember where.
Merge west, Del Perro Freeway. Crossing into opposing lanes, crossing underneath, I believe that was Alta. Taking the entrance ramp toward La Puerta South. Taking the jump into Red Garage. He made it, and so did we.
Where were we?
Exiting out Red
The
Garage
person
northbound,
did
merging northbound Los Angeles Boulevard.
Run through here.
Taking the jump now.
Here. This is where it was.
1050'd on Del Perro, facing west. Continuing westbound Del Perro, taking the exit ramp toward La Puerta. At the guess, we're gonna take a third jump now. Yep. Taking the jump toward Palomino, he landed it, and so did we. Continuing west toward Palomino, cross Palomino, merge onto the freeway. I don't know why. Westbound Del Perro. Vehicle 50, Del Perro West, just outside of the tunnel. He is Beyblading. Now facing eastbound Del Perro
I
Freeway,
agree.
correct lanes of
I
travel.
think if there was a recycling mechanic, even for like a small amount of materials, like say like 10 materials per part,
Trying to break
I think they
angles,
would
yet
all
we have
get
6 car
recycled
lengths behind
instead.
him, continuing
Just
eastbound
because
Del
of the
Perro.
amount of parts people have to get rid of. And all stage 1s and 2s are pretty much considered useless.
Still continue eastbound Del Perro, cross underneath Alta, heavy brake, taking the exit toward Elgin, a pillbox.
And unfortunately, they degrade so
Right,
slow
southbound Elgin Ave, passing pillbox.
that it's just not very practical to leave them around.
Continuing southbound Elgin, crossing underneath the Olympic. Right, southbound Strawberry, left, eastbound, parallel Lucky Plucker Alley, exiting out in front of City Hall. Cross Davis, merge East McDonald. Left, northbound, Royal Lowenstein. Continuing northbound real low, cross Capitol. Taking the jump down toward the canals, now facing standby. Southbound.
Doop.
Continuing southbound. Merging now into Little Bighorn Ave South.
People don't travel very
Parallel
far
with Jamestown, passing behind the cash exchange, right westbound.
from the point that you get
Carson Ave,
them.
closing lanes.
Let's go the opposite way. We normally clear in this direction. Time to go this way.
Continuing westbound Carson, cross Davis, crossing Forum now. Right northbound Alta. West Adams Abbott Boulevard.
Stage 3 brakes.
Crossing through toward the apartment, taking
Take
the jump
those.
down toward the apartments.
And materials into the fucking SUV.
Southbound
Doink.
Palomino Ave, or correction, west, left southbound, South Rockford Drive. Left eastbound off-road into the canals, facing east.
Once these are clear,
Taking, once again,
it'll,
another jump. Nearest cross is Alta, right in front of the Santa Yard.
better when people don't have to drop everything to the ground.
VCB, last seen southbound Alta.
Okay, I think we're good. The only other area we have found with parts, which was actually the other day. Maybe I should check those. Doo, doo, doo. Was in this area off-road. Like in bushes.
I just haven't called the latest 80 UTL.
I don't see anything though. I think we're clear. We're clear, I swear. And I'll get my inventory back to what it was. Hold on.
Radio chat.
And 2. I think we're good with that area.
Alright, 424 tonight.
Yeah, it's on that.
Where is Barrett?
Is that the car?
No, it's not. This was with you earlier.
Hello.
Do you have the impact still?
Yes. I'm about to run back up to Tuna Shop to go knock in a lightweight for Lucas's car.
Perfect. My coilovers went bad, and I've got I found stage 2s on the ground, so I'm just gonna I'll have you check those in as well.
Coilovers? I might have 3s sitting around. Let me check real quick.
Ooh.
We have a bunch of parts that are just not being used right now, sitting in a lot of our VSD lockers.
Well, if you do have something, I will happily take.
What was it? Coilovers?
Yes, coilovers.
Let's see. 2, 2, 2.
I got on duty today. My clutch plate was bad. I could tell immediately based upon how slowly it was shifting. And I don't know what's... I found either 2 or 3, and even with that, it's such a notable difference. It's wild.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah, the
versus
smallest little
at
difference.
least something. Oh my god. It was like
Yeah.
drastic.
Anything else you got breaking?
One memento. My dampeners aren't looking too hot. But I
got a
probably
stage
have
3 dampy. That's about...
another couple days or so. So it's not
I can
urgent.
pop those in. I have 4 stage 3s sitting in storage that aren't being used.
I mean, I'll hold on to because I have 5s right now. I'll hold on to them until they've actually gone bad, and then I'll have, in the next few days or so, I'll have you swap them out.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, but I do have the one. What did I
Perfect.
grab for you just now?
2 to the 5.
Stage 3?
Same
Yeah, I have a
traffic.
stage 3 coil.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll see you at
I
the
will
tuna
see
shop.
you there. All right, bye.
All right. Bye.
Fucking everywhere. We're gonna get flattened like a pancake. I'm calling it. Mm-mm-mm.
Post 23. There's gonna be no one on scene but a black Ashland with a red red stripe. Oh, there is someone in the store actually. There is someone in here and a black Astron out
I got a
front.
nap, I can't click
Both
the button.
individuals on radio.
They're a hostage. 23.
Wonder if it affects the server. I don't know how big the performance hit would be, but I imagine if people just endlessly throw shit, that's no bueno.
Maybe. Okay, come to the tuner shop. Okay,
Is
bye.
that Alice?
Yeah, it is. She loved to be on the phone.
Is she a phone girly?
Oh, Matt Rose called you a phone girly.
She is.
Banging up on you, bitch. My Corvette got kitted out today.
I know.
Back
I know
is
you.
clear. I did not
You got
see that
yourself a
individual
sugar
come out of the
daddy.
back.
Yeah.
I only saw him in the front.
What engine going in there?
A JCE6. Anything about that?
I'm pretty sure those JC whatever fucking engines are pretty solid.
Well, yeah, the JCEYE is in the other coquette. I
The-
want to see it, like, if this one is better or worse.
Oh.
It
I mean,
feels like this
you'll
one
also
is
have
a
the
rocket
side-by-side
ship, though.
comparison.
Yeah.
I know he's tested it in the Scout, I believe. I don't know how that was.
Yeah.
I'm not sure,
We'll
Burst.
have to see how things feel.
Yeah, I need to ask him questions regarding how the W16 or whatever was in the Scout. But from my understanding, everything that has the W16 just ends up being so sluggish.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder if there's
And
something
I
better
think
for
he made mention that like it adds weight to the vehicle, but like I'm gonna be so fucking for real. We gonna get kangaroo kicked out the way anyways.
Where's Craig?
You had to take a nap.
Oh, yes. Okay, when he gets back at Naders, you know what to do.
Hey.
Oh. Oh really?
What?
But I'm putting stuff together from what I just heard.
Oh. What are you putting
Oh.
together?
Girl, don't get desperate.
Ooh.
Oh. Please.
And
I'm
don't.
broke.
Okay.
Wait, we're broke.
I need to go get my paycheck, but I am broke.
Okay.
I
We're
need
broke.
money.
Money, Craig, whiz on me.
Money, money,
What?
What
money.
the fuck?
Alice, go to fuck to sleep.
What she said.
Literally.
No, what she said. She's right, and she should
Popper,
say
pop
it.
the hood, pop the hood, pop the hood. Let me see what's in her. Popper. Pussy pop.
Girl, you pop it. You're in the core.
Literally.
I am now.
Hey, Craig.
Oh, JCE.
Craig! Oh
Race
my
car.
god! Craig, please whiz
Get
on
Oh
me!
my god, you immediately on her
you
knees,
bitch.
Jesus.
Please whiz on me, Craig! I'm
Get away from me, Al, you dirty owl.
Please whiz all over me, please!
Please, please,
Craig,
please.
We need
Stop,
it,
you girls
please.
need to
Jizz
get
on the
together.
list, please,
This is
please.
Amber
I have to share it
Rising.
around. I only have so much whiz to give. I have to share it around. And right now I'm just spreading it all over this coquette.
Right.
Oh, I have to go clock in again. That's why this button's not working.
This kid don't need no more whiz. It's whisked enough.
I mean, hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Look at this fucking. This car doesn't need anything else.
It needs
would you
lighter.
keep your
It needs a
mouth
less
shut?
stage. I actually I gotta lower the stage of the light weights because it's too light now.
I like that. She's skinny.
Too skinny.
Too skinny. No, bitch.
We're so stupid.
I'm swapping out the stage 3 for a stage 1, Lucas, and we'll see how the difference is.
Okay.
I'm also gonna. I'm just putting out the. And some people like the Stage 5 or the Mark 5 dump valve, so I'm putting that on there.
No, the Stage 5 sucks. The Stage 4 is the best, Craig. Don't.
It's irrelevant in our cars.
It's literally just the sound.
It's just the
Yeah,
sound.
it's literally just the
I
sound.
want the 4. Give us the 4, please. Thank you.
In the Coquette.
Yes, 4, please, darling.
All right, the 4. I'll leave the 4 in.
Thank you, Craig, darling. Oh, any spare bulleters here? I need some more 45 range.
I have 29 extra. How much you need?
I have 66.
Oh, girl, you share it.
Just give me 20. Just give me like 20, please. We were shooting people.
Craig, is that W16 gone?
I missed it. I want to shoot people.
No, we have it in the V-Star right now because
Alright.
it's fucking hilarious in the V-Star.
I don't want to hear. You didn't miss nothing.
Part of me kind of wants to try it on the Scout. I know
It's
I'm.
not that great in the Scout. It does improve the Scout, but your V12 6.5 is better in the Scout.
Does it? What's the horsepower?
Yeah, go test that now. No, so the W16 really only does good in 2 vehicles, the VSDR and the Caracara. The Caracara, it will keep up with S-speed cars, but you have to handbrake to turn a lot. The benefit to it is don't put any lightweights in it, and you will punt local cars like out of your way, like they don't matter.
I need to punt real cars out the way like they don't fucking matter.
Yeah, interference cars. So do you remember that one? There was a pursuit about a month ago when I had the Caracara, and I was keeping up with one of the pickup cars. It was an S-class pickup car, and the person didn't know how to do alley runs, so they were just doing regular turn stuff, and I was keeping up with them simply. And so they brought an interference car out there, and they tried to pit me at 120 miles an hour, and they basically just bounced off the truck and got slammed into a wall, and both of them ejected into the wall and died.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
In response, they deployed 3 more interference cars at me, and it took all 3 of them constantly ramming me to finally get me off of it after like another mile.
Huh.
It's just fucking hilarious how
so
heavy
the
that
interesting
car is.
the interesting thing is that the Scout is so honestly the Scout is just bipolar. One day phenomenal, next day the worst thing I've ever driven in my whole life. Nothing changed.
Yeah, have you driven our VSDR with a W16 in it?
No, I hate the VSTR with a burning passion.
Just the look of it?
No, I actually don't mind the look. The thing I hate is the car you're driving right now and the Buffalo. I hate the flat rear end of
Why
both
do you
of
hate
them.
the Gauntlet?
Look at the back.
I know it looks horrible, but it drives so fucking well.
Is that W16 still in like good condition?
No, it's about to wear out. I'm about to acquire another one.
I was gonna say I want to try throwing or testing the W16 in the Scout and see whether or not it. Okay, question: when you put it in the Scout, how high have you gotten the horsepower?
You mean the chaser score?
Yeah, I'ma just say horsepower.
I
don't fucking.
It literally has a name. It's a chaser score.
Yeah, horsepower to me.
I don't remember. I don't remember what the chaser was on it. But
Was it higher than 1,000?
No.
Huh?
No.
Really?
It was. No, it wasn't higher than 1,000.
The V12 is sitting at just under 1,000, and wow, that's disappointing.
Because W6 they have different effects on different cars. Like the E6 that he just took off in the Coquette, brought it up to near 1,000. But if I put it in the Premier, it drops the Premier by 200 points.
There's no way.
Yeah, they literally have like the most wildest effects on different cars. For like you really have to play with them to figure out what they do.
How is that engine in the Scout? Has that been tested?
Yeah, it's been tested. It makes it turn good, but it won't exceed 150 miles an hour.
Ew.
Yeah. But in that Coquette, it goes 188 miles an hour in like 5 seconds.